I'm live. Hi everyone, RVDebs here. It's Monday live stream night. Okay, how's everybody doing? I bet you're okay. I'm doing fantastic. Fantastic. If I was any better, I'd be twins. Does that make sense? Anyway, let's see. Anybody here? Maybe not. I'm alone. There's my friend Linda. Hi, Linda. I don't know. I'm a little off schedule because I'm now on Eastern Standard Time. So I know it's a little awkward for me. Hi, Beverly. Nice to see you. Kimberly's here. Yay. Come on in. Grab a chair or a couch. There's some really good, comfortable beanbag chairs in the corner. There's some recliners. Whatever your fancy, we got it. You know, I've been in Florida since I got here, I think, was it Thursday? I believe it was Thursday. The only thing I'm doing is putting lipstick on. I always do. Hi, Mary. But I have had no makeup. It's been so laid back and so nice here. I am so spoiled now. Yes, the sunshine's been great. Today we had rain in the morning and it was beautiful. I sat outside and watched the rain and then the sun came out. Hi, Carla. Hi, Bernadette. So it's been, the weather's awesome. Like it was 70 today, maybe a little higher. I don't know. It was a little cooler today because it was overcast. So nice on the beach. I went and I got my nails done. Look. Oh my God, I can't believe my nails look so good again. Woohoo. It's only been a year. And my toes. I'm not going to show you my toes, but yeah. So I am now, these nails are something that I've never had before. They're some kind of a gel that it's not like acrylic. But anyway, they look good. And they were such nice people. Yes, it's a lovely, lovely place. Hi, the hawk and the bird. Welcome, welcome. Grab yourself a drink, maybe a little snacky poo. I just went and, so I got my nails done. And after that, I went to the Chinese kind of takeout place in the same little, whatever you want to call it. Hi, Dinah. Yes, Florida's feeling good on me too. And I went and got some Chinese food and brought it here. I've got enough for another meal. It was delicious. I haven't had anything like that in a while. The people are all very nice, and we're all masked up. Everyone's pretty safe here. As a matter of fact, the lady told me when I was waiting for my food at the Chinese place, a woman was in there waiting for hers, and she was saying that since last March, only 160 cases have ever been on this island, and that's pretty good. Never be sorry. It's fine. I'm glad you're here tonight. Hi, Peace Sign 87. Peace Sign. Love that name. So today was, I went out, like I said, I went in the morning, it rained, and I sat outside. The dogs sat there with me, and we watched the rain fall. It was just very refreshing. And then it dried up, too. I have not had conveniences, Linda, like this in basically 4 years. I mean, living in Knox City, it's got its own charm. I guess you could call it like a Texas charm to it. But, I mean, you got to drive an hour to go get your nails done, you know? I mean, I'm just not really a country Texas girl. You know, well, I'm definitely an old hippie. I wasn't really a hippie. I was like a flower child. You know what I mean? I always had a place to live, and but anyway, so it's been really nice because here there's everything you could want just on the island here. I haven't been off the island, and I probably won't be off the island for another few days until I get the urge. Darby is a doll. If I can't even tell you how much I appreciate this person. She is such a classy, friendly, smart, very smart lady. So, it's like God smiled at me, really. And I'm taking advantage of it because the place is comfortable. It's very comfortable. Not too big, just enough, just plenty of room compared to my trailer, but it's huge. Yep, yep, yep. Well, I lived in Florida for a lot of years. And when I moved away from Florida, I didn't think I would ever come back because I was really tired of the heat and the humidity. And it is a concrete jungle on the mainland. It really is. There's just so much stuff built up in traffic. Hi, Cindy. But on the island here on the beach in Bradenton, oh my gosh, it's such a lovely lifestyle. I mean, people are fortunate to get to live here. Hi, Abby May Rose. Oh, it's so awesome here. I mean, I'm like on a little street, and if I go to the right, less than a block, half a block, I am basically, well, you have to climb over a little mountain of sand. It's good for my legs, right? But I mean, that's the beach. And then if I take a left out of here walking, there's the pool in the bay. How wonderful, really. Where you going, Hawk? Hi, Barbara. Welcome, you guys. Hi, Linda and Emily. Good to see you, people. My friends, my friends. Ah, Kimberly says, "Welp, it is 16 degrees here today. Stocks, I'm so jealous of where you are." That's cold. And in Knox City today, in the morning when I talked to Kathy, it was 24 degrees, frost on the ground. It did warm up to 40, I think 42 or 44 today, but I mean, this is like complete opposite of Knox City. Linda, you're in Orlando area? Linda Wortham. Well, I've been all over Florida because I lived in Florida, like I said, before I moved to Texas for years and years and years. And I lived in Largo, Clearwater, Tarpon Springs was the last place. And then I lived on the other coast in my 20s and 30s. I lived in Key West. I lived in Lauderdale. So I know a lot. I can get around in Florida pretty good. Nebraska's where you're at, huh, Kimberly? Yeah, it's cold in Nebraska. Barbara, yeah, if you could jump in the RV and go, you should. Emily, you're in Texas too. It was only 50 degrees there today. Hi, Linda Steele. Yeah, so I mean, I'm fortunate. It's like we've had beautiful weather. The lows in the 60s, and the highs in the mid 70s. I would think the highest. I loved living in Tarpon Springs, and if I knew now if I knew then what I know now, I probably would have stayed in Tarpon Springs. I'm glad I went to Texas, and I'm still there physically because my house is there, and my art and all kinds of I didn't take everything with me. So I'm kind of divided now. I don't even know what I'm going to do. Yay, my nails. I feel so, well, this is the first time in a year I was putting on the glue-on nails and they'd pop off. Kimberly K says, my son is here tonight, 37-year-old. He threw his back out. Oh, bummer. Today getting dressed and had some pretty bad pain. He bent over, boom, instant. Poor guy, yes. Well, that's a bummer to have when your back goes out, everything is like not good. Hopefully it'll get back to, some ice pack and then heat. Ice, heat, that'll help. Hi, Sunny Shines. Yeah, it's been cold in a lot of places. I mean, this is the ultimate. If you're going to go to Florida, this is the time to be in Florida. Hi, Jerry. Oh, you're so kind. Thank you, John. Hi, John. Well, good evening to you guys. I'm so glad to see a couple of young men in here. Oh, so Kimberly's son says he was so mad. I mean, bending over, you put your pants on. It sometimes at all. It's like you just make one wrong turn and something snaps and your disc slides or whatever, or a nerve, probably a pinched nerve because that's painful. Hi, Dad's Vintage Garage. Hi, Marie. It's not humid now at all. It's perfect. Dad's Vintage is a 52-year-old young man. Bernadette Marie says 1959. I'm not in a house. I'm in a cottage. It's like a little house. I'm staying on a beach called Bradenton Beach, Florida, in case you didn't know. And it's a one-bedroom. It's a little one-bedroom. I'd say it's a cottage, or you could say it's a condo. You could say anything. Well, Jerry, today was the morning it rained here because that's one thing about Florida. We get rain, but it goes away fast too. It started real fast, and I sat out in front in the little chair over the eaves, I guess you call it. Watched the rain with the dogs, and then it's cleared up, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to find a place to get my nails done. I have not had a pedicure or a manicure or anything in a year. Like last, I think January, maybe. Hi, Amanda. So I had a good day. I went to a place called Zen Nail Salon, and they were so nice. So nice. It's really nice here, Linda. So I got my nails and my toes I don't know what I'm going to do if I go back to Texas. I'm going to have to drive an hour to get my nails done again. I'll probably go there one more time for a fill-in, before I go home. Where is Lily? I'll have to go get her because she's not going to just come over because I want her to. Well, there's a part of me, peace sign, that I don't even want to go back to Texas. Not now. If I could stay here longer, I think I would. But 2 months is a nice chunk of vacation time, so I'm grateful to that. Yeah, it's pretty wonderful. And the nice thing, the people here, everybody, first of all, everybody outside going places have their masks on. There's not one person that I've seen without a mask, okay? I really appreciate that. And but on this little street here at the beach, there's always a beach breeze and people walk, and I walk my dogs and people visit. They talk to you, I've met a few people. I met more people here in this street than in 4 years, literally, of people that really are nice people, friendly and warm. Everybody's on vacation, so everyone's in a pretty good spirit, I'm enjoying it. And do I want to go back to Knox City? No, I don't think I do. But I'm going to have to because it takes money to move and stuff. Well, I've been to the beach. Let's see. I've been to the beach twice. I think twice, which is just down the street. And I've been to the pool one day. And I'm just taking it easy, just enjoying being here. Orlando's, I've never lived in Orlando. I always feel like if you're going to live in Florida, be near water. Oh, Cindy, I would stay if I could. I just don't have the kind of money that it takes to set yourself up in Florida. I really don't. Hi, Giggle Fishy. I am a beach girl. It does take money to move, and especially, well, there's no way I'd ever live on the beach because that's way, way out of my league. But there are some places that might be, possibilities. I'm going to take a look. I am. I'm still going to have to go back to Texas to get my stuff. I can't just, although Kathy and Mark want me to be happy. So they're taking care of the kitties. They're doing good. And they'll, they don't mind my RV there. So I'll have a Texas home, which isn't terrible. I would really liked I liked a lot of aspects. I gotta say, I'm not gonna be a real downer. I mean, Knox City is a very sweet little tiny town with people that, are lovely people. But if you're like me, I'm like a fish out of water there. I really am. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you so much for wishing love to everyone. That's nice. Yeah, my nails feel good. They were so ugly. I mean, I had taken off when I got on the road, I didn't wear any fake nails because they pop off. It's inconvenient. And today I'm looking at my nails thinking, boy, it would be nice to feel, my toes needed it. Thanks, Diane. How are you, sweetie? You feeling better? Is your shoulder healing? I hope so. Emily says in the past you said you might want to travel to the desert Southwest. There's no water there. So do you still feel the same about the desert? Well, after being in Florida, well, I know the desert's a completely different scene. I realize, but I haven't been there, so I don't know what I feel like if I got there. I do love being around water. But that's not the only thing. It's nice to have conveniences. I mean, it's really been not convenient to do anything in Texas for me. I can't drive late at night, so if I go to Abilene and I want to, go to maybe a meetup and meet people, then I got to drive that lonely, long highway, dark home. That's dangerous. Hi, M. Bolt. I'm doing great. I'm in Florida. I'm having fun. I'm not a big partier. I'm a homebody, but there sure is something nice about being able to go out and pick up some Chinese food or I don't know. There's everything here. Gigglefishy says, so have you made the decision to find a place in Florida? I'm gonna look. I don't know if I can afford to be here. That's the biggest thing because I'm kind of particular. I don't want to live, way inland and in I don't know what I want. I know that I don't belong full time in Knox City, Texas. I don't. That's true, Diane, and I'm thinking about that. Thank you, Beverly. Everybody give me a thumbs up. For sure, please. That really is a nice thing to see when at the end of my live streams I see that I had a lot of thumbs up. It's good. Because there's always people that give me thumbs down, believe it or not. I don't know why. The weather's perfect here. This little area is very manicured. Bougainvilleas and palms and vines and flowers. It's it's kept up. It's very beautiful. It's easy to say do it, but if you don't have if you don't have a lot of money, you're not doing much. Lily, come here. Let me go get Lily. Hold on a minute. Come here. So let's talk. You know what? I want to hold you. I want to hold you. Somebody wants to see you. So let's go look. Let's go show everybody how beautiful you are. I got the best dogs. I do. There. Here's Lily Bell. Hi, Jude. That's great. I'm glad you're listening. Scottish Saren, welcome, welcome. It's so nice to see you in my chat room. How nice. Gigglefishy says, I've always thought Lake Placid kind of in the middle of Florida looks like a nice place to live. I've never really spent much time in the middle of Florida. I don't know. Yes, that's a gorgeous puppy. Her name is Lily. I have two babies with me, Lily and Rosie, two flowers. And, okay, let's see here. Hold on. Let's see what we got. Emily says, I hope that you will come visit me and check out my area if you do come back to Texas. It's affordable, too, with all the conveniences, medical and shopping and rec. Yeah, it definitely sounds like a cool place because you're right on the water, too. It's Texas is so big. Probably from Knox City to get to where you live, I bet it's a good 8 hours. What do you think? I don't even know. My babies are very, very well behaved. I'm so proud of them. When it was raining, we were all sitting up right there. They didn't run. They don't go anywhere. They're good babies. Yeah, Lake Okeechobee. I mean, Kathy and I used to do art fairs, so we would see Okeechobee and drive all over. And I'm not saying it would be bad. I can't say because I've never really spent time out there. I love Florida though. I mean, I love this area. I don't love Florida per se because it's very humid. It's hard. Summer times are tough. But I must say that I feel really comfortable back here in Florida, and I didn't realize how much I would miss it. Yeah, Texas is so big that I mean, I live a town of 1,130 people there. And the only reason that they're there, Kathy and Mark, is because her two sons moved to this town, and all of the in-laws, on all the wives, everybody moved there. So we have a huge family that we can be connected with. Plus, if you go to church and you live in Texas, you have a church quote family. I tried. I really tried. The first 2 years, I went to church every Sunday. I did Bible studies. Um, I really tried to get involved and get into it, but I always felt like I'm just am not able to do it. And if I had a husband, like Kathy's got her husband and kids, that's a different story. I'm just like a fish out of water, and I've been there 4 years, and I feel like a hermit. I mean, I stay in my little house most of the time. So I don't know what to do about it, but Gigglefishy says when I first moved to New Hampshire, I was pretty rural and eventually got really tired of not having shopping nearby. Yeah. Bernadette says this is such a change from the last few years. Your eyes are opened wide now. They are. Emily says it's 598.6 miles. Okay, I'm on the coast. Maybe it depends on if I can afford this. Maybe I like take a trip around Texas and then back up. Maybe that I might do that. But you're on the road. It costs me on the road average about $100, maybe even a little bit more a day, because by the time you put gas in the truck and you eat a little something, I didn't even eat out. I really didn't. I had a Popeye's chicken one time. And then the hotels were like between $80 and $90 each. So, oh yeah, yeah. You drove 1,450 miles. No, actually, I think it was more than that. Donna says most of Florida really is rural and agriculture. Yeah, like I wouldn't want to live in the country here either. I'm not a country girl. Bottom line is, I'm not a country girl. I can fake it I did fake it. I didn't fake it, but you know what I mean? Like I just tried to blend in and make friends. And I really think everyone in Knox City are really beautiful people. And the family has been so good to me and they really have accepted me as part of family. But there's not much for me. Yes, I'm Bubby. I'm like a grandma to the kids and I love them. But that's not enough. I'm not that old yet. Maybe when I'm 80, I'll feel like that's enough for me to see the grandboys growing up and staying in my little, house somewhere. But right now, I'm like really enjoying the sunshine, the beach. Everybody's so happy here. Gigglefishy says, I will win Powerball and buy you a cottage on the beach and one for me and a few for the rest of the chatters. Wouldn't that be fun? We could have our own neighborhood. Bernadette says that she traded Michigan water for Colorado mountains. I've never been to Colorado. I wish that Kathy's sons had moved to Colorado or Oregon, but they moved to Texas. Like it's really not. It's nowhere Texas. They make the best of it because they're a family and they have children and they go to school and they go to the same church and everybody's into it. So hey, it's good for them. It took 20 hours, Mary. The drive time when I started the trip was like 20 hours and something, and that's how long it took to get here. Thanks, Linda. Isn't she a doll baby? She loves when I hold her. And she's 6 pounds. It feels like 15 pounds. In about another little while, I'll be like, okay. Hi, Donna. I am happy. You're seeing me happy. Emily says you're right that it would take 8 hours to drive. I think I've checked it. If you plan to go to San Antonio again, then you could come down here. I just might go to Austin. I want to see Austin. I want to give Texas a little bit of a chance. So I want to maybe head for Austin and maybe like a quick visit and then back to, I don't know. We'll see. I've heard about Colorado Springs, and that was one of the first things my husband, before he got sick, we were planning to get an RV together and maybe be camp hosts and kind of nomad and live in Colorado and then visit his kids in Wyoming. And then my friends I have in California. That was the plan, but when he got sick and passed away, I don't know anybody in Colorado. It's kind of hard to just move somewhere and not know anybody. And it's good that you're happy. You need to be happy where you are. And I haven't been happy for a while. I've been feeling really just closed off. I stopped going to church. It just wasn't, it wasn't right for me personally. And I don't know. The people, they're all they all have the same political views, religious views, and just a little of an outcast is what I am. Nancy says, I am just now getting on. I didn't get the notice. Oh, I'm sorry you didn't. I'm pretty refreshed. I had a very relaxing day, got my nails done and my feet pedicure. And next week, the dogs are getting their hairdos. Gigglefishy said, it's not that you don't love Kath. Oh, I adore her and the family. Just the fact that there's no one there. There's no one there for, 4 years, and I can't say I have girlfriends in the neighborhood. The only girlfriend that I have besides Kathy is Amanda. And she lives 3 hours away from me there. Hello, tribe. I'm in Florida right now for a couple months, and I don't know if I'm moving or not. I think I'd like to, but I don't know. We'll see. Hi, Marilyn. Albuquerque. There's a lot of really nice places. I'd like to see, I'd like to go to see Santa Fe. And I know there's a lot of art communities. But when you don't know anybody, and you're just kind of by yourself, at least in Texas, I've got Kathy and Mark and Mary and the kids. And here in Florida, I have my cousins. I just talked to a friend of mine who lives in Holiday, Florida, and he's going to come visit. And I've got some friends coming Thursday, Esther and Jeff, who were in my spouse loss group. And I have friends here. Hi, Trini. Gigglefish said lots of mobile home parks sell them with the furniture and all. Well, it's not too bad to get a mobile home in a park, RV. Not an RV park, but a mobile home park. You know what kills you here? The lot rent. Like there's some really cute little, small mobile home parks with over 55, safe. And then you ask them how much the lot rent, and one said 800. It's like, oh, I can't live there. Bernadette says, never been there, about an hour away. I used to talk to a man on the internet there. Nancy said, I love the little pink cottage. Isn't it adorable? It's like a salmon pink. So are my sheets. Lot rent's crazy. So that's the big problem. I think I could have found a really nice place even here in Bradenton or Clearwater, somewhere around where I've lived. But the lot rent goes up, and I don't know, Well, gas and trash, actually, we don't have gas here in Florida, usually. Not usually. Usually you have electric and lot rent and, of course, cable TV and all that kind of stuff. The lot rent usually is all included with water and trash, that kind of thing. It's a lot to have to pay the lot rent. That's the problem. I mean, there's inexpensive little mobile homes that you could pick up, park models, 25,000. You could probably get a really nice little place. Well, then you get lot rent every month. And I don't make that much. I mean, even if you can't go over your head. I'm at the age I can't be stressed out like that. So I was talking to Neil, who lives up in Holiday, and he lives in a small mobile home park that's gated, and it's only 300 and something a month. But they don't accept dogs. There's always something, because I was going to go see his place, but I got 2 dogs, and they not, that's what it is. Yeah, the Villages is a really nice area. We used to do arts and crafts shows like once a month at the Villages, but again, I can't afford it. I wish I could. Believe me, I'm not trying to, and I'm not begging. I'm just saying the reality is I can't afford it. It's always something that kind of blocks it. So Darby's, she sent me a few places, but then you call up and ask the lot rent, and you're like, oh, lot rent, more than half of what I make a month. Oh, so I'm gonna put her down because my arm's tired. So say goodbye. Bye, everybody. Rosie's right here too, but I'm not picking her up. Oh, Chihuahuas are so sweet. I just love dogs. I do. There's some sweet dogs here. And you clean up after your dog. They even have a little station where you can get a bag and a garbage to throw the poop in. So it's really done well. I mean, this place it's beautiful. Giggle Fishy said about 10 years ago, I was looking to rent in Inglewood, and they had duplexes for about $650 a month. Those no longer exist. Yeah, even the reason I left Tarpon Springs, Florida, was because I owned the mobile home. It was a nice mobile home. I'm kind of sorry, but and lot rent wasn't too bad considering what I'm hearing here. But it goes up every year. So let's say it starts off at $550. The next thing you know, it's $650. So it's weird. It's what, people, I know you all know because we're all older, but one thing I can tell young people is put some money away for your old self. That's what you should tell every person that's like under 30. Put something away I wish I would have done that because I'm not a college graduate. I don't have like a degree and I don't have a profession. I was an artist. I was a guitar playing singer. I did have some regular jobs. I sales, but I'm just my dad didn't have a lot of money. We just don't come from a lot of money. And then that's another thing. Giggle Fishy said it. I was going to say that. And then there's the danger of the owner selling the park. And that has happened. It's happened in Florida. We had a beautiful brand new, of course, this is 1987, but my parents bought a big double wide, beautiful 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom mobile home. And it was just gorgeous on a beautiful lot with a backyard. We had a fenced in backyard, which only the perimeter of this, it was called Island in the Sun. And the lot rent was $150 a month for 10 years, guaranteed. So, and it was a beautiful place. It had a 5-star rating with a huge pool and jacuzzi and kept up. By the time my family left the place, the lot rent was like 600 and something. And that's, a few years back. And then they sold the park. They did sell the park. Hi, Butterbean Head. And they sold the park. Hi, Kathy. And then they wound up making it where some people could buy it or they'd have to and then if they bought their place, then their lot rent would be cheaper. And the people that didn't buy it, the lot rent went up. It's crazy. Hi, Shirley. How you doing? I'm feeling great. Hi, Shirley Wiggerman. Nice to see you. Yeah, I got my nails done today. I splurged. I treated myself to, and I got my eyebrows done, waxed. I mean, I got I got the works. My feet, my toes. I mean, my hands. I did splurge, but you know what? I deserve it once a year. It's the first time I've had my self done like this in a year. Why not? And what's nice is there's places everywhere to go do anything you want to do here. I'm on vacation. I am. I don't know if Darby's in here listening, but I just love you, Darby. You have just made you changed my whole life. You're surprised to see who in here. So anyway, Thursday I'm having company, and what we're gonna do, because everybody's safe here. People wear masks and take really good care, which is good. We're gonna probably either go to the beach and sit and talk, or the pool area, or both. And if they let me, I'll definitely video. But I always ask people. It's not like I don't put a camera up to people unless I've decided that if they've said okay, that's different. So let's see. Linda says you don't have to live in Knox City. Pick someplace close with more shopping and people. Yeah, but then I wouldn't even have it. Where would I go? Where would I go? Really? Why would I want to? Why would I want to be in Texas by myself somewhere? And I can't afford Dallas area. I can't. I don't have the money to do this. I guess I got the blues right now when it comes to the finances, but I do believe, as you think, so shall it be. And I'm thinking real positive that something might just pop up that I can't afford. Yeah, I'm very fortunate that Darby has such a kind heart, and she's happy to make me happy, and I'm happy. I'm happy. I have not felt this good in a long time. Hi, Craig, my sweet friend. Oh, thank you. And I have no makeup on. It's like the beach look. Nobody wears makeup here. Everybody's relaxed in their hair. I mean, this is my kind of place. It really is. Giverfitch said exactly. If you're near a bigger town, then you're far away from Kat and Mark, and that's gas and miles. Yeah, I don't want to have to. I don't know what I want. I'll have to weigh all the options, but I don't. I have more friends in Florida, and I have cousins in Florida. I do. I have much more friends here. Yeah. So, like Kathy said, it all comes down to what's more important to you. Some people need family and close relationships. Some need to live in a place that has good entertainment and places to go. Well, tribe, I mean, Texas has been my home. It's not a lie. But things change, people change. No, thanks, Vanilla Rain. I'm not going to rent a room in someone's mobile home, but I appreciate that you think. I don't know why you're talking for your friend, because wouldn't she be upset if you rented out one of her rooms? We are all different. You're right. Keeping positive thoughts, Susan. I am. That's for sure. And Linda said, I don't see you living years in that RV. No, I really don't. As a matter of fact, I think I'm at the place where I'm ready to give up the RVDebs part. You know what I'm going to do to you, tribe? I'm going to time you out, because that wasn't a very nice thing to say. Goodbye. I know you're just trying to be funny. I realize that. Hi, Scott. Yes, I'm on an adventure in Florida. Hope who is okay. Yeah, it's probably going to be Deb's journey. I mean, I still live in my trailer. That's where my art is. That's where most of my clothes are and stuff. I have, a lot of beads. I've got a lot of stuff there. But I think that there might be a change coming. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I'll let you guys know. Kim's son. Who's Kim? I'm trying to. Hi, Grace. I'm all settled in here. Yes, very comfortable. Kathy, I don't know if I lost you or what you said. Kimberly. Oh, because I guess I lost it. You know how when you're trying to follow the chat, and I like Instagram a lot. I do. I like to share photos on Instagram. So, you can always click the links below these videos and see Instagram pictures. Oh, I didn't know that, Kathy. I'm so sorry. Kimberly, what happened to her son? Yeah, Craig said he used to be a beach bum too. A beach bum artist. That's me. Ace, how you doing, sweetie? Thank you. I feel like I'm me. If you meet me, this is who you meet. You don't meet a facade or anything. Yes, it could be, Linda. That's true. Yeah, I know I couldn't be on the beach, Vanilla Rain. I get that. I know that. Emily says RVs are not built for full-time living. Sooner or later, things start to break. I feel there is a change for different coming. It's exciting. Yeah, I mean, my water heater broke, and to replace the water heater is expensive. When I go back though, I'm gonna put the instant hot water tank in. And I don't really want to live like in the middle of Florida. I don't. If I'm gonna be in Florida, it'll be somewhere. I mean, it's not gonna be on the beach. Okay, I get that, but not too far. Oh, your son in his back. I'm trying to think of, because Kathy was talking to you, and I lost the whole thing. But yes, I hope he's feeling better. I know it's going to be, your back is so, man. If your back goes out, it's very difficult. A lumbar strain. I think ice and heat is the thing to do. Shirley says, not to be a downer, but I have found it difficult to do the crafting I love to do. How do you motivate yourself to craft your beads, etc., when life makes you just not want? Well, I tell you the truth, honestly, Shirley, I don't create anything when I'm not in the mood. I really don't. I can't help it. And people say, well, would you paint this for me? Would you paint? And sometimes I just can't do it. But I'm easily inspired though. So 15 minutes gets you a good spot. You mean 15 minutes of what? Hi, Deb. Yeah, I've always been like an artisty kind of person, whether it's music, but I get to where I don't want to do it, so I don't do it. I mean, I have some gorgeous stuff. Even the guy that did my nails today was saying how beautiful this necklace is. I'm very proud of my stuff. I don't throw it together. I do take a lot of care to make sure that everything is beautiful. Oh, but Vanilla Rain, I think it's more than 15 minutes inland, actually. Maybe like, I don't know. But I'm going to see what's available. I've got a couple months to really, read the paper and search online. I'm pretty good at that. Giggle Fishy says, and of course you got to worry about sinkholes, traffic, and gators if you stay in Florida. Shirley says you are talented in color and what you put. And I have to let it flow. You have to really want to do something. You can't just force yourself because it doesn't come out good. Emily says, how are you feeling now that you have been more mobile, walking, etc.? Inspire me to do so. Man, I have walked more than I've walked in a long time. The walk to the beach it's close, but once you get to the sand and you go up those stairs, there's like this kind of like a small hill of sand. and then it gets easier. But my legs were, sore. Excuse me, my back a little bit, but I'm feeling better today. So moving helps. Thank you, Scott, to remind people to give me a thumbs up. I really love that about you. And I am glad to be moving. I mean, I have to walk the dogs. I've got to put their leashes on, which I didn't have to do at home. I was very lazy. It was very convenient because there's no one around and I had a lot of land around. But I am walking the dogs like about 5 times a day. I'll just take them down the street and, I make sure I got my bag. I'm a good person. I don't let my poop hang out on someone's lawn. Not my poop, their poop. It's kind of a busy street because it's the main road on the beach, but there's always like stops where there's nobody. You can get across. The other side of the street, not the beach side, has a sidewalk. Running Wild, no, I didn't buy a house. Oh, thank you, Deb. That's so sweet. And this is natural. There's no makeup. I don't have anything on. I mean, I'm just me. I do have lipstick. I have to have lipstick. But all day I didn't have lipstick because I'm wearing a mask. I wore a mask while I got my nails done. Grace. Oh, it was a faux pas. No, I didn't buy a house Running Wild. I am staying at a very dear friend's beach cottage, and it's in Florida, and I'm very fortunate. I love, love, love it. Mimi. Oh, thank you, Mimi. It's so good to see you. I've missed seeing you. I don't really tan. I don't sit in the sun. I'm not a sun worshiper. I'm really not. I would burn. What do I do for fun? Happiness is on my face. I really needed this, more than I even realized. There are bars around here. There's restaurants. There's outdoor eating cafes. There's beach places. There's anything that a person wants. I personally, what I want for fun, I'm really a homebody. So I love to sit and look at the sunset. I like the afternoon or early in the morning. I do like to swim in pools. I enjoy that. I'm into art, so I like anything to do with art and people that are, open-minded and cool. The temperature, let's see what it is because it's nighttime now. Okay, Google, what's the temperature?
In Holmes Beach right now, it's 69 degrees.
So it's 69 degrees. And the highs, I should have looked. Darn it. Let me see. Okay. Let's see. Today's high was 73 and the low will be 61. So that's pretty mellow. It's not hot. It's not really, to me, it's not beach weather. ZT said I described her to a T. Hi, Joyce. Thank you. I really needed this change. More than I realized. I mean, when I actually unpacked the truck, I just was like, oh man, I needed this. Gigglefishy said, just being to sit outside during the winter without a down jacket sounds good to me. Yeah, and I don't really need to do a lot. I'm not a drinker. Not that I wouldn't have a margarita. I would, or something, but it's not my thing, really. 41 degrees in Virginia. Yeah, I didn't realize I missed Florida till I got here. Vanilla Rain said, I would like to treat you to a day at Ringling Art Museum. Would you go? It's all-day event. I have been, actually, I used to do the medieval fair at Ringling's Art Museum. So I have been there. It's been years and years, but. Kara, hi. Thank you. It's exactly what I needed. You can see. Hi, Patricia. How's John? I'm so glad that you've come in from Wales because I know it's late at night there. You've got a beer going on. Hey, listen, I think people should do whatever they want to do. You know, that's me. I'm always been very open about. I mean, whatever you want to do, I'm not going to tell you what to do or what you should do. But you know, I'm not a big. I never have been a big drinker. But I love, you know, I love food and a margarita, you know, at Chili's or something. You know, I enjoy that. Haven't done it, but I have some friends coming over Thursday that my friends Jeff and Esther are coming to visit Thursday, and we're gonna sit outside by the pool or by the beach just to hang out together. Pot's not legal here, but medical marijuana is. I was just talking to my friend Neil about medical marijuana here. He said it's very expensive because you have to, he said it costs something like 190 or 160 to go to the doctor. Then you have to pay tax of something like $70, and you have to do it every 7 months. So I don't know. Surely you should get yourself a Pepsi, darling. I'm drinking ginger beer. Ginger beer? Yeah, ginger beer. I bet before the week's over, you will have done it. Done what? I'm sorry, I lose track easily. Gigglefish, she says she'll take the ticket to the museum and the airfare, and a place to stay in a car. Peace sign said I'm going to places with live music festivals and stuff like that. You know, I really do like they have a bluegrass festival. Camping is neat. I mean, with a camper, they have like the Swanee River area. They get together Thanksgiving. I've been to it with my friend Neil. Um, it's, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on. I do like concerts. I love outdoor, you know, places with music, but it's not something I do a lot. Yeah, ginger beer is really good, and I didn't really. I had ginger beer in my life when I was in Jamaica. Kathy told me we had ginger beer. I didn't remember it, but when I got here, it was in the fridge, and I thought, oh, it's good, so good. Hello, Mr. Breeze. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, Mimi's. She said ginger beer with vodka is good. I haven't had any. I'm like I said, she could have a bar full of liquor, and it would still be here. Yeah, dinner and a drink is wonderful, actually, and I'm looking forward to doing that. Ace is, in fact, a person can cover years of time in a dream that occupies only a few seconds of time. Woo, that's some heavy stuff. Linda said, did you get to meet up with Nate and Marion? Not yet. We've talked. We're going to get together. Yes, they asked me if I wanted to come over for a barbecue, but I wasn't ready to leave the beach. Yeah, we did medieval fairs and Renaissance fairs for 9 years, and then after 9 years, we started to thought, well, let's just do art shows and craft shows because you can, you know, you don't have to dress up. You know, after 9 years, that was a lot. An empty glass makes a great base for alcoholic drinks. Yes, it does. Hi, Cameron. Cameron, I didn't know ginger beer is an English thing, but I sure like English things. I do. I love all of that. Yes, welcome everybody. So we've got Patricia from Wales. We've got Cameron. He's from Scotland. What else we got here tonight? I am feeling very relaxed. This is the best. I have not felt this good. I can't remember feeling this good. That's how long it's been. Hi, Lynn. Welcome. You know, there's drinks at the bar, you guys. If you're into like some wonderful drinks, we got soft drinks. Grab a recliner and a sofa, whatever you want, and enjoy yourself in my little chat world. Peace signs in Ada, Oklahoma. Hi, Greg's Travels. Welcome, welcome from Vegas. Okay, we've got a lot of people here. Gigglefishy's in New Hampshire, which I love New Hampshire. I've been to New Hampshire. I stayed in New Hampshire, Portsmouth, 6 weeks. I was there. I always did too. Shirley said she's always wanted to go to London, parts of Europe. Me too. So I am. I'm all. I'm all game. I do love traveling. I mean, that would be the ultimate: is to find a nice friend that like a guy friend that I could be with, and travel, and then have a place in Florida when it's when you're done, or anywhere really. Scott, the Bay Area, which is one of my favorite places, San Francisco. Oh, Deb OJ says cold in Vancouver, Washington. I love, if I really, really had my druthers, is that the word? I'd go live in the Northwest. But I can't even, I don't know where I should be. A strawberry daiquiri with Cool Whip sounds delicious. Rhode Island, just Joan. I've been to I think I've been to everywhere on the East Coast, all the way up to Maine. I haven't been to Nebraska or I have been to Oklahoma, I've been to Kansas City. Never been to Montana. Oh, I have been to Montana. I haven't been to the Dakotas. I should move to Vegas. I don't know. That's a hard place. I wouldn't want to. I don't think so. I wouldn't mind visiting Vegas though. I do enjoy myself in Vegas. Gigglefishy said I resigned myself to visiting the UK on Google Street, which is awesome. Yeah, I Google places. It's nice to Google Earth. I saw this place before I even got here. No beachmen sightings today, Mr. Breeze, darn it. Joyce says, I'm in a recliner drinking a Coke. You're way more fun tonight than I've ever seen you. Really? Woohoo. Carla says we have a lot of gray days in Northwest, Deb. Yeah, I know. I've been to Oregon and Washington a few times, and I know I've only been there in the summer, so I can't say, oh, I know. But it's so beautiful in the Northwest. The green, those trees, the views, just all of it is really nice. And the open-minded people. Gigglefishy says, I need to find a Greek man like in Shirley Valentine. He's fishing somewhere. I love that movie. It's a good movie. Susan Louise, hello, dear. Yay, I'm rocking it. Well, I've never been to Spain. Yeah, that's a good old song, right? I have never been to Europe. I've only been to Jamaica, the Bahamas. I've been to the Caribbean. Jamaica's the West Indies. I love it. I've been to Mexico a little bit. I've been to not Cancun, but Cozumel. Thanks, Joyce. I'm just so glad you're all here with me tonight. It makes me feel good. I had got, like I said, I got my nails done today, and then I went and got some Chinese takeout, which I waited for a while and got it, brought it home and had some, and I knew I had to start a live stream. I'm glad I did though. Cameron says actually it was a Scotsman playing a Greek guy in Shirley Valentine. Well, I like that movie. Craig said if you lived in Vegas, you could travel back and forth with Rosie to the rancho. Wouldn't that would not be fun? No more exciting life than that. No. But I'd love to go there, and I'd love to see Rosie. Sure, I love it. Costas, he was cute. Make sure I get a tan before returning. Yeah, I don't really sit in the sun too long. I usually sit in the shade, to be honest. I don't want to burn. Yeah, good Chinese takeout. Much better than I thought. It's so much that I have another meal. Shirley says I went to the Netherlands when I was 12. My brother and sisters were born there. Majority of my family's from there. Oh, I'd love to go to the Netherlands. I know it's beautiful there. Maryland, it took you all this time to get a notification. Shame on you, YouTube. Shame on you. Tom Conti is Scottish. Oh, well, I do like Scottish men, Irish men, and Englishmen a lot. from Glasgow. Yeah, that was a cute movie. I'd like to see that again. I have peace signs asking if I had a chance to talk to neighbors. Yes. The cottage, there's like two attached cottages. This one and that one's empty, but and the one on this side's empty. But the next one is a really nice lady named Diana or Guyana. She's an artist lady, very cool, and she lives here full time. Hi, Carrie Joe. And there's a couple people I met and sat and talked at the pool, but they're all on vacation, you know. They're here. I tell them I'm going to be here a couple months. They're like jealous of me. I need to get that movie because I'd like to see it. Oh, that's nice, Ace. I'm kind of a calm person, actually. I have a soft voice. I don't like screechy loud sounds, so I appreciate that you said that. What part of Texas are you from, Mom? Linda said when I was 9, Father took me to Portugal. That's a beautiful place. I've been watching who's in Amazing Race was in Portugal. A lot of places. It looked gorgeous. Hi, Jerry Holly. Welcome, welcome. Marilyn Darling, welcome. Yeah, everybody here is just like, first of all, people that live here are happy people. How not happy could you be, right? I have a feeling too, Deb. I love Kathy and Mark. I love Kathy like I've never loved a girlfriend like I love Kathy. But she has her life there and her husband and her children and her mom, and she's got a lot going on. And it's fine. I'm welcome to be there. I'm she said she can't believe I'm not there. But I just stay home. I really do. I don't have any get up and go because you got to drive an hour just to go somewhere. Butterbean said I had a friend who took her kids to the Bahamas. She was so mad, all that money, and all they would do is eat hamburgers. When I go to the Bahamas, I eat things that are like Bahamian. I love conch, and I really enjoyed. Have you ever heard of a Johnny cake? Because I remember in the Bahamas, we went to breakfast and there was like a sweet bread. Oh, so good. It is very relaxing here. Really, I don't have to do a lot to be happy. But the surroundings here are so beautiful. Susan says, I think your trip is healthy and you are the type of person who needs to explore the unknown. I do like to explore places. Sometimes you don't just fit in, Linda. I get it. And I don't really fit in there. They've all opened their arms and given me nothing but love, honestly. It's not anything to do with the people. It's me. It's me. I just can't handle being so far away from everything. It is, Nancy. She says the town I live in is too small. But it's where they are. They're not leaving. Craig says, well, you're supposed to get a blizzard here. Oh, you're supposed to get a blizzard on Thursday. So be happy. Oh, I'm happy. You need to come down here, Craig. No, Johnny Cakes are Bahamas. Like at least that's what they called them. Kind of a sweet cake bread. It was too good. Yeah, and like Susan said, I can't handle too much sameness. Knox City it's quiet, it's peaceful, but there really is nothing to do. Really, there isn't, unless you go to church and you give your time. I don't want to. They got to this morning in Knox City. It was 24 degrees, frost all over the ground, and I was like I was happy I'm not there. Craig's up there in Long Island, New York. Shirley said, on one hand, I want to live in Iowa with my grandkids, but on the other hand, the below zero weather is getting difficult to deal with. You know, and if you have grandkids of your very own, you know, I can see where Kathy and Mark are going to stay there because they've got those kids and church and life. I just don't have it. I miss the kids. I do. I love the children. They love me too. It's not easy. I am, Jerry, in Bradenton Beach, Florida for the next couple months. You know, I'm in heaven. Gigglefishy said, Deb, I've spent a lot of time on Google Maps looking around your area in Knox City trying to find some places you could go that's interesting. Haven't found a thing. Right. There is a little museum that's kind of quaint in Benjamin. Tells you all about West Texas. And I've been there, you know. I've been there. There's a couple places that, you know, you like camp out places, but there's not much there, really. And you have to drive to either Wichita Falls or Abilene to go to the movies, to have a you know, a lot of choices on groceries and clothing stores and all that. Donna says that she's in Boston. We're getting that storm. Burr. Yeah, it's winter. You know, I mean, look, I'm in the best place for winter. Long Island's, and I've been to Long Island. I've been all over New York. I love New York. New York's a beautiful state. It really is. And my first cousins live in Buffalo. I do. I need to meet. Thank you, Scott. Yes, I do. I thrive in meeting. I'm friendly and I love to sit and have a conversation about whatever. And, you know, I don't have any of that in Knox City. I don't. People, it's just different. So I'm hoping that Craig comes down to Florida sometime, you know, because I think Long Island's great. I mean, to go visit your kids and hang out for a month or whatever, but I wouldn't want to live full time in Long Island either. Hint, hint. So that's what's going on with me, you guys. I'm a happy camper. I'm not camping either. I've traveled a lot. I have. I mean, haven't been like in Europe and stuff, but I have traveled almost every state, almost. And I've done art shows all over. I mean, California, all over the East Coast. Well, I mean, I love California. And if I had bucks, I wouldn't be in Florida. But then again, I don't have anything. So I don't have a whole lot of choice. It's a neat place. I mean, this is beautiful here. Certain places in Florida, you can't beat it. Some places, you know, but every place has that. Every place has crappy places. Shirley says this isn't the best time to do this with Rona, but sounds like your area could use some small business entertainment. Good. Yeah, well, you can't open anything in Knox City because it won't be supported unless you want to sell burritos or chicken fried steak with white thick gravy. That's what they eat there. Yeah, Marilyn says she's getting snow Wednesday. You know what Kathy said? There was like frosty snowflakes, but it was melting. No, I don't think so, Giggle Fishy. Yeah, the West Coast, Mr. Breeze, is the best part of Florida. Good night, Emily. Thank you so much for coming in. Love you. I lived in Fort Lauderdale, Key West, even North Miami for a while. I didn't like that coast. It was very crowded, very. The West Coast is nice. The West Coast is beautiful. No bars in Knox City. It's a dry county. Yeah, it's a dry county, for sure. Paisley and Pepper are doing well. Kathy's going to send me pictures, and I'll share them. I can't. I just have to. I know she's going to be fed because Kathy and Mark are going to take good care of the kitties. When I go back, I'm going to take them in to get fixed, or else Kathy and Mark will. So they'll be taken care of, I promise. Yep. So I'm just like hanging out here in like the land of the beach bums and tourists. This year, the Canadians couldn't come down here. So there's a lot of empties. I mean, people just you can't travel like you used to. But they said that someone at the I said this earlier. I was talking to a woman while I was waiting for the Chinese food to be ready, and she told me that since last March, the total amount of cases that ever were on this island was like 160. That's not bad. Gigglefish, well, I agree with you on that, by the way. She said I would go back to California if I could live somewhere on mid coast, Santa Barbara, Morro Bay. Me too, in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. Sharon says we sold my parents' lots in Fort Myers, Florida, for practically nothing about 6 years ago. I should come to Scotland. Oh yeah, I can barely afford to, go to Florida. I wish I could go to Scotland. That would be so cool. Everything's going really well, Sunny. Thank you. Fort Myers is a very nice area. I've done art shows and craft shows there. All of the area down there's anywhere on the West Coast is nice. The hurricanes don't scare me, really. They don't. I've lived in Florida so many years with so many threats of hurricanes, and you live through it just like anywhere. Vanilla Rain said, yeah, the lots are cheap in Lehigh Acres. Well, I don't know. I don't know much about that stuff, but I do know Fort Myers is a nice area. So is Port Charlotte. There's so many, all the whole coast. Naples, Venice, Sarasota, Siesta Key, all these places are really, and Bradenton Beach and Holmes Beach, because Bradenton Beach is kind of a small area. Then it goes to Holmes Beach, which I did a craft show in, and then the very end is Anna Maria Island, and lots of beautiful homes. I haven't done too many videos yet, but I will. Susan, help yourself to a glass of wine. We have red, white, pink. Good stuff. Kahlua and cream with a little ice. Yum, yum. I bet Bernadette said a nurse I used to work with went to Scotland for a year this year. I bet she loves it. I'd love to see the world, but I'm getting older, Yes, it does remind me of past good times. I have more friends here. I don't have any friends actually Nathan and Marion are in Bradenton, and I have another friend I got to get a hold of who lives I think close to here. I wouldn't mind going to Ireland, but if I was going to Ireland, I'd go to Scotland and England. Red wine for Susan. Thanks, Linda Lindsay. Thank you so much, sweetie. I will be having a great week. I'll be doing videos, and I'm just, I'll share. Here, I'll drink to y'all. Let's raise our glasses. Take my raincoat, huh? Yeah, if you're going to go, listen, there's beautiful things about that too, how green and gorgeous it probably is. The population of Knox City, Texas is 1,130. That's on the sign, give or take some. Cheers. Cheers. Mr. Breeze, what part? You're in Texas too, I imagine. Weren't you somewhere out there in like Galveston or something? Yeah, it's Cameron. There's beauty in all of our lands. Even Texas is not ugly. It's not ugly. It's just different. It's barren where I am. Lots of space, lots of land, lots of animals and stuff, and just it's fine. I really there's a lot of beauty in Texas. I'm really not trying to say how it's not ugly. It's just not me. Thank you, Jerry Holly, for the super chat. That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I'll go with you, Giggle Fishy, when I win the lottery. If I play the lottery, I gotta play to win. Close to Houston. Oh, okay. I've never been that area, so there's a lot of Texas I don't even know about. I really only know a little bit, like Knox City to Abilene, Wichita Falls, and a little bit of Dallas. I went to a concert in the area. Amanda lives in that area, so that's it. You get up at 6 a.m., Jerry, you need to get to bed and get your beauty rest. You really do need sleep. That's one thing we do need is good rest. Ace says animals can be much kinder than humans. I love animals. That's the truth. I absolutely, and I love the cows. I never really got a, you know, I've never been around them before, but the last 4 years, I have a friend that had like bunches of cows, and they have the cutest faces. They're really interesting. West Texas, peace sign said is really boring. Sorry to say, would rather go through the driving through their driving to California, and it was so boring, and it felt like it does take forever to get through. Oh, it's so nice here, Craig. Oh my God, it's just fantastic. If you can work it out to be in this area, you would be a happy man. I swear you would. Killian, Texas, near Fort Hood. I've never been. I really haven't been a lot of places in Texas, and I know there's cool people. I know Austin and San Antonio. I've been to San Antonio, and it's a big city, but that's not where I live. Hollywood, Florida. Yep, I lived with Kathy in like Hollywood, Florida. A lot of people love Texas. Look, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, and even the little town I live in, if you're a family and you have children, kids going to school, and you go to church on Sunday, and that's a good life. There's nothing wrong with that life, really. I'm not here to put it down. I've been very loved by everybody that's I've come in contact with. They're very friendly. I just don't have any. I don't have the same interests. I don't know. I didn't know that cows were blamed for climate change. How's that happen? But cows have great faces. They have personalities. You could you stop the truck and look in a field, and the cows will all look at you. Like, what do you want? They're looking at you like, what are you looking at? And then there's places around where in Texas that raise quarter horses. They're gorgeous. I haven't videoed that. I'm gonna have to stop and video the quarter horses. There's just not enough for me, exactly. I mean, it's not my cup of tea. I guess a cow. I'm a city cow. Is that what you just said? Oh, that's funny. Methane is destroying the ozone layer. I think everything's destroying the ozone layer. Cows fart a lot. Is that what it is? Oh, I didn't know. I've never been that close to the cows. Sassy Lassie, she said we lived in Homosassa, Florida, on the Gulf year-round for 2 years. Way too hot during the summer. Well, it's way too hot in Texas in the summer too. So, in Texas you stay in the air conditioning, and in Florida you stay in air conditioning. That's what it is. You have to. Nothing's perfect. Bernadette Marie says, well, I cannot live in very small places yet. I never go anywhere. I just know I have options. I know that's part of it. I mean, I've been there 4 years, and I've enjoyed it. But in this last year, I think what it is the coronavirus, the political thing, it became too much for me. Susan says Scotland never gets snow. Good night, Mr. Breeze. I'll see you soon. Sharon says that in Knox City, there's no single people your age to do things with. I'd be bored too. That's it. There really isn't. And the people that are my age that live there, either they have their husband or wife, or I wouldn't want to be with them. I'm not into cowboys. Butterbean said Scotland got quite a bit of snow a few years ago, just not the norm. Cameron, who's in Scotland, says it does get snow. He said we had snow last week. Oh, Ace, I tell you, the political thing and then the coronavirus, it was like a storm, like a major storm, all year with people and their opinions and wanting everyone to think like they do. And what happened to the time when people didn't talk about religion or politics and you accepted each other for the differences? What happened to those days? Craig says, Deb, I can't believe no New Year's at Times Square. Very weird. Yes, that is. Feely, been watching it since I was 7. This is really make New Year's a bummer. Well, I too watch on New Year's also, and I'm sure they're going to have to think of something to entertain the people. That's next year we'll have a huge New Year's. It's going to be okay, you guys. This is a very sad situation, but I think it's gonna take some time, but we'll get back. Maybe it won't be exactly the same. I don't know. Bernadette says, I was watching when you were going to church in the occasional Bible study. I tried. I just got to the point where I just don't feel it. Cows do fart. Giggle Fishy says, we get plenty of snow in New Hampshire. Yeah, New Hampshire is a cold place. I went to New Hampshire in April, and I was from Key West. I was singing and playing guitar on this big boat called the Viking Queen. And after the winter season, they took the boat back up to New Hampshire, and they do hi, full tiny house, Dana. They in New Hampshire, the same boat that I was singing on, do whale watching, and they rent it to the university, whatever. Anyway, I went up there, and it was freezing in April. Literally, I was a Key West person. See, I've always been kind of a beachy kind of person. So, yeah, New Hampshire's got some coldness, but it's also beautiful. Cameron says, oops, let me go back. Oopsie. Not so much at the coast, but in the mountains we get snow there. Yeah, mountains tend to have snow. How are you, Dana? I'm so glad to see you in my chat room. It's wonderful. CT said, I'm planning a little something for New Year's just for this household of 3, probably going to order some Stonefire. What's Stonefire? Hi, Deb. I'm very relaxed. I'm really enjoying this whole scene here. It's right up my alley. Dana, I am in a cottage on the beach in Bradenton Beach, Florida. One of my wonderful friends and subscribers offered me a beach cottage and said I could stay as long as I want, and I'm staying for a couple months. I'm going to enjoy this. Oh, ZT said it's a fruit plate and a charcuterie board. Munchies. Yeah, Gigglefishy said New Hampshire, April's still not warm here, but we think it's warm compared to February. Well, and another thing about New Hampshire, this is what I gathered. I was there 6 weeks. If you don't go through the winter and the struggle for winter, that's a weird call. You're not accepted. I mean, I really did. It was a weird place for me, actually. Yes, Darby is a lifesaver, really. Marilyn, the sand here is like white sugar, powdered sugar. Oh, I'm so glad. What the heck? I don't even know who that is. So I'm not going to answer. It's really a good place to be, Deb, in Florida. Me and Craig, we're old, but we have young minds. We really do. That's what I love about you, Craig. And laughing. I mean, he's a joker. He's fun. Peace Sign said, I'm one of the people that doesn't like to feel tied down. I like going to church, but I don't really like the feeling like I have to go every week. I'm more the go with the flow. Yeah, go with the flow. And I didn't mind going to churches. I learned a lot, but I realized it's just not me. I know, Ace. Honestly, I owe a lot to Darby. I can't even I can't even put it in words how much I appreciate it. Hi, Frederick. He says he's in Washington. 9 degrees, is it? In Washington, New Hampshire right now. Yeah, it's cold. Yeah, that's right. The man of my dreams was on the phone. But Craig and I have been friends for a few years now, and we laugh and have a good time. That's part of the attraction, actually. Yes, and I know Darby's going to be watching this. So Ace just said, "Bless your soul, Darby." I say so. She's an angel and such a kind heart, and she's established. She works very hard. The lady is amazing to me, really, and a good person, a good natured, loving person. So everybody, I told Darby, I said, read the comments because everybody is saying thank you and how nice you are because it's good to see. Yes, Craig Sr. is a cool dude. And Mr. Breeze, I know who you are too because we Zoomed together and he's another cool guy. You guys would love each other, I'm sure. So Maryland says it's 37 degrees. I think I'm going to go get out my fuzzy socks. When you're in the cold, good old fuzzy socks. I brought so much cold, like my cousin Maxine last week before I left, she goes, "Dress warm, Deb. Don't forget to dress warm. It's cold here." I go, "What's the temperature?" She said, "It's like 61." I'm like, that's not cold. Hi, Victoria. Well, it's true, Mr. Breeze, and I look forward to seeing you on Saturdays. We have a little party. 31 degrees where you are, Gig Fishy. Yeah, it's not my party. I'm invited to a Zoom gathering, so Mr. Breeze is one of the people that I've met through there, and a lot of good friends are there. So it's something to look forward to. I mean, if no one's tried Zoom, try it. Get together with people that you dig, and you can at least talk. I can see their faces. Isn't that nice? I mean, it's so nice for me to be able to see who people are. Put another log on the fire. No, Darby's not an artist. She is she's like an attorney. So it's a whole we're not the same kind of people, but we are. Like there's kind of kindred spirits. I've never been to Graceland, but I've been to Tennessee. I've been to Nashville a few times. But I don't think I've ever been to Memphis, actually. I mean, if you're going to be in the cold weather, have a roaring fire, fuzzy socks, hot cocoa or a hot toddy. It's a good life. I mean, I wouldn't mind to be in that kind of weather sometimes, but generally speaking, I'm more of the beach type. That's nice, Susan. You're going to love it. Home of the King. That's right. Good night, Bernadette. Thanks for coming in. Maybe I'll see you on Friday night. I have a Monday and a Friday live stream. I hope people come back. I usually get a very nice bunch of people here. Really special. Very special. Hi, Whispers. Yeah, tea and hot chocolate. Yum, yum. I like hot chocolate a lot. Yep. Let's see. Hold on. Marilyn Darling says I'm more the warm type. I don't care for the cold weather. Giggle Fishy said I have a roaring fire going. Unfortunately, I don't have a fireplace. You silly girl. Shirley loves the well. She said, I love the water. Going to the beach here is one of my favorite things to do. Oh, I mean, to get up in the morning, I was at the beach at 8 in the morning. That's amazing for me. Oh, Craig, you crack me up. Yeah, so, life is fun sometimes. As you think, so shall it be. So I must have thought this into happening because it blows my mind. And it's so neat here because, like I said, everybody's kind of on vacation, so people are happy. Good night, Cameron. Sleep well. Big hug to you. This has been such a great day, though. Marilyn Darling says, I'm like, what, Deb up at 8 a.m.? We're going to have an earthquake. I've been getting up early. I go to bed earlier now, too. It just, life changed. Boom. Thank you, Whispers. You're so kind. Hugs right back, Cameron. Oh, Whispers, you say such sweet things. Makes me feel good, I'll tell you. RV Quilt Quest. Hello. I know I've been on an hour and a half already, but welcome in. Yeah, I'm very lucky right now. I'm in a very happy place. This is my happy place. I was staying up till 2 and 3 in the morning in Texas, watching TV and videos, or playing games. I'd get up at 10, up till 11. My day'd be shot, especially now in winter. I'm here. I'm in bed around 10, 10:30, 11, whatever. And I'm up at 7, 7:30, 8:30, right in there, and I love it. I got a whole day ahead of me. I know, Whispers, I'm sorry. I'll stay a little bit longer. Marilyn Darling said, I think that's the only way that I would be able to be up at 8 a.m. these days. If I moved to Florida, I might be. Well, you really, though, your surroundings changes and your life changes. Like, I mean, I got on the road to drive, and of course I'm not going to get up at 10. So I forced myself up early, and I was tired. So I went, to the first hotel the first night. I was zonked out. And then the next day I got up early. I've been getting up early. I just changed my habit. Yeah, Giggle Fishy, I was doing that for the last few years. I was like later and later. And Kathy and Mark get up early. Like they're eating breakfast at 7:30. I was like in La La Land until at least 10:30, 11. And that was early for me. Or 10 was early for me. So coming here to Florida and changing that whole thing, you're getting up and I was at the beach at 8. When did I go to the beach at 8? And I walked to the beach at 8. I'm not driving. And they have a free trolley that you can hop on and go all the way back and forth and just, I got to know the schedule. I might do that. That would be fun to do that and take a video. Oh, that's wonderful, Whispers. Sometimes we have to manifest what we want. We can't. I was just telling the guy that did my nails, this nice man, Tom, I said, be careful what you think. Be careful what you think, because as you think, so shall it be. It's very strong, our thoughts. And we can create a lot of good stuff, and we can also create hell. Craig says the ocean, wait a minute, the ocean where I used to stay with my trunk camper, I always got tired early and up early. Something about the salt air that makes you relax. It's true. You're right. Listening to waves. Oh, the waves are they're not real big waves here because it's not the Pacific or the Atlantic, but there's just a nice lap, that sound, the lapping waves. Carrie Joe, good night, sweetie. I really appreciate you coming in, and I'll see you soon. But I don't want the time to go fast. I want the time to slow down. Marilyn says, I want $1 million. I want $1 million. I want $1 million. No, listen, I'm not saying that you should, you can't create, I want cash to fall out of the sky, but you can create how you're thinking and what you feel that you need. And I mean, it doesn't happen like that. But I tell you, our thoughts are very, very, very powerful. Hi, John. And Susan's easy. She just wants a cheeseburger. At least here, there's Uber, there's Grubhub, and I forget all the names. I mean, we're in Knox City, you didn't get anything delivered. I don't think I can afford to charter a boat. But I don't, I really don't need to do a lot of stuff that costs money. I mean, I'm just happy to be in an environment that I feel comfortable. Cheeseburger in paradise. Can you imagine, Giggle Fishy, calling Abilene to deliver the Uber? It would cost so much money for a pizza. We have a pizza place in Knox City, and it's not bad. But you know what? They're not always open. People, it's funny in this little town. Sometimes people close up. They'll put it on Facebook. And taking my kids or whatever. We're not going to be open till tomorrow. They don't care. I don't really care if I go on a boat. Hi, RV Lucky. You went prospecting today. You found a gold nugget the size of a marble. Whoa, that's very lucky. Whisper says, to manifest something, you have to believe strongly enough in the powers that be and think it, feel it. In your being, it works. Yeah, exactly. Whispers, you and I think alike, because I think I think we can really manifest a lot of crap too. So you have to make yourself not do that. Think positive. Yes, my dogs are with me, Sandra. Of course, my babies. You got to be positive. I don't want to be negative. I really don't. And I was really feeling low because I didn't have anything. Nothing was going on, and it's getting cold, and I'm stuck. No hot water in my house, so I have to shower over at Kathy and Mark's, which means I have to go into their house, and you just don't go anytime to someone. It really started to get to me. Yeah, I'm sure there's charters and fishing boats and all kinds of stuff here. I bet loads of stuff. There you go. Marilyn, just all you're thinking about is money. You don't have any other thoughts about just $1 million, $1 million. Money doesn't buy happiness. It does help, but it doesn't buy you the happiness. I'm enjoying myself, RV Lucky. I am in paradise here. Land of vacations on the beach. I mean, what could be better? Yeah, boredom did get me. I just was like sleeping mornings. I'd go see Kathy, and I'd maybe visit the boys, the babies, the kids, or maybe not, or they'd come over and I'd get hugs, but pretty much like that was it. Isabella's by myself, go to Mexican food. They all knew me. I mean, what kind of life is that? Start small, right, Giggle Fishy? She says, I feel like $1,000. I feel like $1,000. Jerry, thank you. I adore you for being so kind to me. Lucky's, he's in Arizona. It's cold here at night, 70 during the day. Here it's like 70 during the day and in the 60s at night. And it can get a little cooler. There's cold fronts that come through. And then it warms up. I mean, it's just been beautiful. It rained this morning. I sat outside and watched the rain with the dogs and I. And then the sun came up and the water went away. And it was like really nice. Think of okay, tens of dollars. Whispers in the wind says, yes, Debs, your energy was draining. Your spirit was literally crying for a break. It was noticeable. I'm so happy. And I don't want to be like that. I don't want to sound like I'm, down and out. It's like I felt that way. I feel alone when I'm in Texas there. I am like literally, utterly alone. Unless I get out of my little RV and walk to Kathy and Mark and they're doing their thing, there's no other place for me to go visit. I mean, I've had some good times, but in the last year, it's been really bad. It's the coronavirus, it's the elections, it's everything. It got to me. I agree with that, Ace. You have to have a strong will, and as you think, so shall it be. It may not always come out exactly what you think, but I'm so glad this has happened. The divine will give you what you need when you need it. That's true. Craig says, Deb, I just have this gut feeling that everything will work out. I don't know where it's coming from, but I just feel that way. Well, from your mouth to God's ears. Yeah, I'm going to be thinking a lot. I've got like several weeks to try to look around and see what's available here because, again, I'm only myself and I mean, my Social Security, my little bit of YouTube, my Etsy, it's not a lot, not when it comes to like these places around here. And it's been rough. I don't want to drive back and forth, but I wouldn't. I mean, what if I can find a place here? I'd still go visit Kathy and Mark. I'll leave my RV. I'll have a place to go. Go to be. Yeah, RV Lucky and I, we both kind of got to the same thing. He said, "You sound like me. Everything got to me. I got out." Yeah, he's out there. He's something else. Don't worry and be happy. Exactly. You're not hard to please, Ace. Aw. Sometimes reality sucks, but sometimes, like my reality right now, does not suck. Yeah, tribes. Lucky's went to air. Lucky's. I don't know how. I'm not going to say how Lucky is, but he's an older guy, and he's got gumption, and I love that about you, Lucky. That you just get in your little RV that you've built, and it's perfect. I've seen it. He came to visit me. He came to Knox City because he's from Oklahoma. So I know the man, and he's a good man. And Susan said we should all go bowling. Yeah, my current reality is darn perfect, honestly. I wouldn't need any more than an apartment like this. I don't really need a lot of space. This is a lot of space for me. Living free on the beach for now is amazing. Amazing. I don't know if Darby's watching, but she's not talking, so she'll see this later probably. That's really good, Lucky. I'm happy for you that you got away from, everything. I've lived in my RV for 5 years. It's a long time. I'm really ready to change that, but I don't want to put roots down in Knox City. I thought I did for a while, but I really don't. I know the Bayside is just beautiful. You're watching fish jump and those white birds, I don't know what they are, but they look like swans. They're not swans, but they're gorgeous. Air conditioning's really good here, Kaylin. This place in particular is I have to turn it down, I mean up because it gets cold. It's all central air and heat. Yeah, I'm thinking my reality is changing. My mind is changing. I love my best friend. I do. And I love being her next neighbor. But that can't be all there is for me. Pelicans. I think they were pelicans. They were really pretty. There's a lady a couple doors down. She's very bohemian. She's kind of like me. She's got the art council and something. I think it's possible for me to put jewelry in this place. Let me read this. Craig says, Deb, I wanted to ask you a question. Have you My sinuses, how have your sinuses been? Because I know you get nosebleeds. Very easily have felt any better. Um, I think it's, you know what happens with my nose, because I have one side that has bled many, many times and I freak out. I use this stuff. I have it here. This ear, nose, and throat doctor gave me this after my nosebleed. This is several years ago. And a matter of fact, it was before my husband passed. And this stuff, I just put a little bit in my nose when it's dry, like in Texas, it was so dry. And even here, but my sinuses have been better here. I have a lot of allergies in Texas. I think it's cotton. They grow a lot of cotton and they got these cotton gins and it goes into the air, and a lot of people have major major allergies. And I know I've never felt the allergies as bad as they are. Now, with no heater, you need a heater, John. Oh, that would be awful. Sassy Girl said, bet you could find a small place close to the beach for $1,000 a month. I don't have $1,000 a month to give people. I guess I could live on like dry cat food or something. I could definitely get into painting. I did bring my paints and my brushes and my canvas. I haven't gotten into it, but I've got time. Yeah, coconut oil would be good in the nose. Anything that's gonna make it so it's soft. I have to make sure I always put a little bit in my nose. The humidity during the summer is brutal. I never loved summer in Florida. What I used to do was Kathy and I would do arts and crafts shows all summer up north, and then we'd come home in September after Labor Day. So we would miss most of the heat. You would love it down here. This is the gem capital of the world. Well, I don't know anybody there. I don't want to be like, I don't want to be all alone. Do you know what you're going to do for Christmas? I am going to have Christmas Day with my cousin Maxine. I hope Christmas Eve, maybe Darby and I will do something if she wants to. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read and keep up with everything. Lucky says, Deb, you would love it down here. Oh, I already read that. Duh. Joyce says, maybe you'll find some retired guy in need of a good cook. Well, if it happened, I'd be happy. Hi, Vegas. Hey, girl. Nice to see you. Welcome. So, I'm just going to take every day a day at a time and get the most out of it, even if it's just sitting at the bay for a while or walking to the beach for sunset. That's enough for me. Gigglefish said, no, a retired guy who cooks for her. A retired chef. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to meet. It's really hard to meet opposite sex. I don't go anywhere to meet them. I mean, it would have to just be one of those fate things. Oh, Scott J, thank you. Says, thank you for being a great person. Well, thank you for being a great person for the super chat. That's awesome. Gosh, thank you. You guys are wonderful, and I really appreciate it, Scott. Thank you so much. You guys, oh my God. I tell you what, my channel, RVDebs Journey, has really been the biggest part of my life, believe it or not. Aw, Whisper said I'd be happy with a kitten on the beach. I would too. God, I love those kittens. If I could have grabbed that kitty up, that is Paisley. She is the sweetest little kitty. The other one's a little timid. I couldn't touch her. Yeah, it's awesome, awesome super chat, Ace. And just living a day at a time. I know what I can. I'm in a really good space. I'm going to enjoy it. This place is so nice. I am in Bradenton Beach, Florida. I'm staying in one of my subscribers who are now a good friend just offered me to get out of Texas, which I really needed to do. She said, pack your truck, get the dogs, put some stuff in there, and come down here. And I'm staying here. So far, my plan is December and January. And that's just it's right on the beach and the bay. I mean, best of both worlds. I'm so glad you like it, Whispers. That's nice. Calum Lumley says you should appreciate life in the U.S. culture without actual differences. I do appreciate it. Hi, glorious life on wheels. I'm living the life, and it's fun. I mean, I'm really happy to be here. So there's not a bit of a complaint in me. Danny, you just got the notice. Gosh, wonder why why don't they let this work? You'd think they got that together. I'm sorry, Danny, because I've been on an hour and 51 minutes. Vegas Vixen said, if COVID wasn't happening, I'd be in the Villages visiting. The Villages is a very cool area. I used to do one, every month we would go to the Villages and do art shows. It's a really good place. Let's see, Craig said, I think what would be a nice picture is you, oh, wait a minute, sorry, is you out onto the pier in beautiful pelicans and fish jumping out of the water with the white fence. Yeah, it's like that would make a great picture, actually. It is YouTube, I know, Danny. There's a lot of people came in here tonight and said, after I'd been on an hour, that they just got the notice. I'm happy, you're happy that I'm happy, Ace. See, Gloria says she just got the notice. I wish the borders would open, and that's the thing. It's going to happen. They're going to open again, but it's going to be a while, and we're going to hang in there, and we're troopers. We can do it. I love going to farm. There's a farmer's market here. I think it was Tuesdays in the morning. So that's something I might do too, because it's nice to pick up some fresh veggies and stuff. Good night, Marilyn. You're getting up early, so yes, go get your beauty rest, my friend. We're all happy that you're happy, that I'm happy, and I'm happy that you're happy. Whisper says she's anxiously awaiting a beautiful snowfall. It's beautiful. Snow is beautiful. But living in my RV and the snow falling all over, and I have to traipse across the yard to get to my truck. Yeah. But we don't get much snow in Knox City. But when we do, like last December 28th, October 28th, we had 8 inches of snow. What a freak out. Your dream is to live in the Villages? Why aren't you allowed now? People are traveling. I just traveled from Texas to Florida, and there was no problem. I mean, you're in your own vehicle. You put your mask on. You can't wash your hands a lot. I used hand sanitizer a lot, and nobody bothered anybody. And, I got here. And people on the beach here, there's so much fresh air, and you don't have to really wear your mask if you're walking the beach. Yeah, it's really nice. Boca Raton's a beautiful area. Danny says he likes to go to Homestead for the U Pickett fields. Doesn't get any fresher. I've been to those U Pickett type of things. Yeah, the Villages is really neat. I like the Villages. First of all, they have these town centers. There used to only be one. Now there's a few. And they're a happening place. There's music and people are old people. And I'm not saying old, but over 50-year-olds dancing and having a life, and there's good food. And I mean, it's a great place to live, but it does cost some money to live there. Lucky said he got the notice 40 minutes ago. Yeah, I mean, I'm on like 2 hours. Breakfast on the piers, walking in the white sands, I felt free. Yeah, that's what I have here. That's exactly. I haven't done a lot. I know I can walk to the beach and there's like an open air place for breakfast I could have. I mean, I might do that. I just haven't done it. I've just been enjoying just being right here, and I got food. I mean, You're listening to Elvis Presley? Good night, Lucky. I know you're going to have some fun. Just be careful. Don't do too much. And Lucky, when you're holding the camera and you're showing like sunset and stuff, you're going to have to go. I'll tell you, I've learned, people have told me, I go like this. That's slow. Because if you go like this, people get dizzy. My feet have I just got a pedicure, and he told me my feet were in really good shape. When I lived in Florida, I was always barefoot, and my feet were like not that great. But in Texas, you don't go barefoot unless you want burrs on your feet. Good. Well, I'm so glad you came to say hi, Janice. I really am. Thank you. Okay, Vegas Vixen said, but Randy will be 55 soon. My grandparents and his parents are the same age. I'd like to be. You like to be. The chat went like right by my face here. Grandparents and his parents are the same age. I'd like to be closer to my grandparents. I love my in-laws. Yeah, you got a nice family. That's wonderful. I do have earphones. I don't use them very often, but that's true. I could put them in my ear and hang out on the beach listening to beautiful music. But you know what's neat is just hearing the water lap, coming up, and then people, you hear giggling, and I mean, everybody's so happy here. What language would I learn if I could pick a language? Probably Spanish. I really would. I mean, I know a little tiny bits, but not, I would love to really talk Spanish. Joyce said, I'm only here tonight because I stumbled across you. Usually get notices right after I sign off. I know. I mean, really, YouTube's screwing up. Yep. Beaches. That was a good movie with Bette Midler. Oh, man. The sand here is soft like sugar. I can't hear the ocean from here because there's a main street that, crosses over to the beach. But when you get up into the beach, when you get right up in the sand, you can hear. There are homes right on the beach too, and condos, but we're not that close. I'm like a half a block. Yeah, I love being near water. I love even going over the causeway from the mainland onto the beach. It's just beautiful. Do you ever sit on the deck or that little spot right beside you? Yeah, this morning it was raining and there's a little cover over the head, and I just sat on the chair out there with the dogs and we watched the rain for a while, and then it's cleared up. I haven't used the barbecue. No, I don't think I would. Hi, Chip. You lived in Orlando. Yeah, it's very built up, Orlando. You want to go where? Here, Oregon, Mom? I'd like to see Oregon again. I loved Oregon. That was such a beautiful place. I really wanted to live in Ashland, Oregon. Kathy and I, we drove like from LA all the way up to Seattle. And one of the places that we just fell in love with was Ashland, Oregon. Oh, I'm so glad, Chip. You enjoy my company. That's nice. Well, you guys, it's been 2 hours. I've talked a lot. I need to relax and rest my voice. Gigglefishy said I wanted to live in Ashland, Oregon too. It's such a beautiful place. It's this Ashland, Oregon's like got a little river that runs through the town and a gorgeous park and it's so quaint and there's all these Shakespeare, right? It's a big Shakespeare festival, lots of people acting and stuff. Yeah, I've been here 2 hours, you guys. So I think I'm going to end it here. I really appreciate, though, each and every one of you that have come in and said hello and talk with me. 12 to 18 inches is coming to Pennsylvania. Snow, snow, snow. The 2 hours went really fast. That's because we've got such good company with each other. I will be back on Friday, and I'll put out a video during the week because I've been taking video. And thank you so much, you guys. Thanks, Deb and Whispers and Ace and Chip and Gigglefishy and Linda and Vegas Vixen and Linda Steele. All of you are my friends. You've saved my life. I don't know if I help you, you've helped me. We're equal. I am happy, Joyce. Thank you. Thank you very much, Susan. Portuguese. That's a hard language, I bet. That's Kathy's son Nathan is married to Nadia with the boys. They're Portuguese. Like her mom and dad live there, and they're like from Portugal. It's been great seeing all of you. ZT, thank you. I'll talk to you guys on Friday, though, and then check out my video. Thumbs up are always appreciated. I thank you for every single one of them. And you guys, thanks for the super chats, too. That was awesome today. Till the next time. Good night, everyone.